What's up guys, this is Red Eye Stardust Dragon, and today I bring to you at last my Magician deck profile, Pendulum Magician. You might see this nice chibi Kaiba playmat in the background. There. I recently won this at our locals culture night where we got in for free, and I won the event and I got this nice playmat which I'm proud of, especially using my Pendulum Magician deck in Link format. So without further ado, let's get into the deck. So first of all, one of the best cards in deck, Free Harmonizing Magician. Best card in deck because instant synchro, you can also go for instant seize. There's just so many possibilities with this one card. But yeah, there's not much. It's also, it also has a good pendulum effect from time to time, depending on your situation. But I would definitely play this at free. Second best card in deck, Double Iris, because this card has the best destruction effect when it's destroyed through, now that we have Wavering Eyes and 2 Luster, we can search out our pendulum graphs quicker, including the star and the time, which are the best pendulum graphs to search out. So yeah, best card. And then we have Free Wisdom Eye to get to our skills faster, because building up that skills is really quite important, especially on your first turn. Because if you can build up a skill fast enough, you can get lots of pluses off Wavering Eyes, and if you don't open up with Skill Crabat, you can open up with Skill Crabat using Wavering Eyes. Then we have 2 Black Fang Magician. This is a more of attack choice. I don't know if people run 1 or 2 of Black Fang, but I like to run 2. Because I'm running Spellbook of Knowledge, which sends a spellcaster to the grave, and Black Fang can then revive them later if you replace it with Wisdom Eye. And since I'm playing Luster, I can pop it to search another one and revive whatever stands for Spellbook of Knowledge. And then we have Free Dragon Post Magician. This card is really good because it helps you turbo out Mrs. Radiant really quickly. And as you know, Pendulums no longer have that same viability of Pendulum back really big from the extra deck. So we have to find a way to get to Mrs. Radiant as quickly as possible. So Dragon Pulse is probably the best way. And then for the Dracos, because this is a good engine, we are playing 2 Luster because of its pop effect, and you can go to Ignister. 1 Vector is the target for Draco face-off, and 1 Master because it can also pop one of your skills. It's also lower skills, so it's very handy there. And as I said before, it pops a skill, so you can force pop your Double Iris if you don't open up with the Luster. So it's still pretty good. Then I'm running Freeze Perform Power Skill Crabat Joker because it's our straddles of the deck. 2 Perform Power Pendulum Sorcerer. This card's really good, especially if you're going first, to try and draw into max C so you can win against your opponent. You can pop your own skills, including Double Iris, so you can set up for your time pendulum graph the next turn after, or you can say pop something like a Black Fanging skill in order to revive back the something you sent to the graveyard, say through Xyz using Tornado Dragon, because you can force pop your own Tornado Dragon. I'm not running Purple Poison in the main deck, because you can't pendulum back, I just don't think it's pretty good right now in the deck, but you may choose to play differently. I am playing it in my side deck because you need to find at least one way of outing anti-spell, because anti-spell does shut down the deck, and I am running a pretty high monster count, so if you can't out anti-spell, then you're out of luck. So then we were playing the Gi Turtle engine with Lizard Jaw for our +2. So high skills, which are pretty good. I couldn't find my 3rd Rescue Rabbits, but I'm planning 2 Rescue Rabbit right now because I can't find a 3rd one. I'm getting one off someone that locals later. So yeah, you use Rescue Rabbit to turbo out your Dragon Post Magician, which then allows you to go into Mrs. Radiant really quickly, which is really cool. It's also level 4, so it gives you lots of access in the rank 4 if you can't use it first turn. So this card's really good. And because Maxi is still at 1, we play 1 Maxi. And last hand trap, I am playing 2 Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. Personally, we don't know the format yet or how it's going to form up to be. So if Ash Blossom is more playable in the next format, I would say play Ash Blossom. But I personally feel like Ghost Ogre is better right now. So you can decide to choose whatever you want to play. And that's for the monster count, that's 30 monsters. So Spyros, I did play against 2 Spyro decks. So yeah, Spyros can easily call monster. For the spells, we were playing 2 Duelist lines. I finally got my second one. And Duelist lines does search out a majority of your deck. You can even search out your Pendulum Sorcerer if you want to. So that's really good. You can also search out Luster Quicker, Master, and the Double Iris, so you can go into your Star Pendulum Graph. I'm playing 1 Star Pendulum Graph because you only really need 1. It is continuous, so it does take up space. Especially if you plan to try and run Denko Sekka. Does Denko Sekka affect set? Is it just set? Never mind. So if you have Denko Sekka, you just can't use Time Pendulum Graph as well. But Star Pendulum Graph, you search out your harmonizing as quick as possible using this card. Then we're playing 1 Draco Face Off because this card is slot 1 and we have Lost Art 2, so I figured why not. Then for the best card and the best spell in deck, 3 Wavering Eyes. This card's so good. You can, even with 2 pops, you're still gaining massive advantage because you destroy 2. Say you destroy your Double Iris Magician, you get to search out a Pendulum Graph, and you also get to search out your Skullcur Bat Joker if you did not open with one. And it does give you access into all the Pendulum cards, so you can search out Wisdom Eye, Harmonizing if you can't get to your Pendulum Graph. So this card just too good, and I feel like it's going to get banned again in the next ban list. Then 1 Rukaki for board wipe, 1 Dark Hole because Dark Hole got put to 1. And this is a tech choice. I'm playing 2 Spell Book of Knowledge because it's kind of like with what is it? Invoked. When you summon your Skullcur Bat Joker and you have Spell Book of Knowledge, you get Search plus you get Draw 2. And then later in the game, you can revive back that Skullcur Bat using Black Fang Magician. This did not pop up at all yet, even during playtesting. So, because I'm playing 42 cards right now, I say this card is pretty cuttable. So if you don't want to play this, because it's like £16 right now, you don't have to. And then that's 11 spells. And then last card in the deck is Time Pendulum Graphs, because this card is still really good. But I would not play 2, unless you're playing something like Pendulum Control. So for the extra deck, we're starting off with Fusion first. 1 Dinosaur Power, the Mighty Draco Slayer. Because protection is really important sometimes, and you have 3 targets for Dinosaur now. Because even if you have Luster, you sometimes don't have any targets for Ignister. Because we only have Ignister at 1. Which I feel it's not going to come off 1 at anytime soon. Because I did win a couple of games with Ignister. It's that broken. But if you can turbo out Mrs. Radiant really quickly, you can use this as a protection. Because I am afraid of board wipes. I really hate board wipes. For synchros, I'm playing 1 Enlightenment Paladin to add back that Wavering Eyes. Also, it does fuel into your magician effect, skill effects, like Double Iris can pop itself, Purple Poison, Black Fang, because it is a dark spellcaster. 1 Stardust Dragon, because sport wipes, and it is one of my signature monsters for this channel. 1 Supreme King Dragon Clearwing. I tried to summon it once, but it didn't actually work because I didn't have a dark Pendulum monster. But the whole point of this card is to board wipe your opponent and then swing for game. 1 Omega because it's really good and you can make it really quickly with harmonizing on your first turn. And then for the last synchro, we have Ignister Prominence, the Mighty Draco Slayer. This card is just too powerful. You can go into this very late game, pop on your cards, shuffle back in a monster, and then you can swing with it for game at certain times, so it's just too good to come at the free. For XCs, I'm playing 1 Abyss Dweller because I did come up against Frightfur, and Abyss Dweller just kind of shut the deck down. And it is also still good against variants of dinosaurs. Steel Swarm Roach. I wasn't actually playing this when at locals, but it was Supreme King starting Venom, but I decided to swap out for Steel Swarm Roach, because with the new Dark Magician, they might creep up sometimes, so you kind of don't want them to summon Dark Magicians, so I feel like, and it's not once per turn too, so this sort of stops your opponent from summoning Dark Magician. And then one Tornado Dragon, because it's one of the best rank 4s. I don't feel like Diamond Dagger is better, but because Tornado Dragon, you can pop one of your own things during your own turn if you're going first to get some more advantage. One Time Star, because sometimes you need to add some stuff to hand. Harmonizing, I just feel like this card is not one. I don't rarely use it with Time Pendulum Graph, but I feel like this card is good enough at 1. Then I play the Utopia package, because swinging over big monsters can be really important. For links, I am playing one Mrs. Radiant, because we can turbo that out really quickly with Rescue Rabbit and Dragon Post. One Proxy Dragon, never used it, but just in case we need the extra links slots, we use Proxy Dragon. And lastly, Deco Talker for performing OTKs. I find out how important this Deco Talker is for the deck, because this card helps you OTK with getting extra attack for its links, and it swaps out Mrs. Radiant if you have Tornado Dragon on board for OTKing, so this card's really important. I lost the game once because I didn't bring out Deco Talker, which I could have, because I was running Zodiac Barrage back at the time to turbo out the Pendulum Graph. So yeah, Deco Talker vital for the extra deck. And then I will go into my side deck. This is new for me because I've never shown you the side deck before, but I'm playing one Purple Poison Magician because it's searchable. It's very searchable, and you need that monster out to anti-spell and Imperial Order. You just crash into one of your opponent's monster and then destroy the anti-spell or thing. Then I'm playing 2 Denko Saka because my last match was against Artifact when Witch invoked, and he set. I went first in the first game, and he set 5. So in the second game, I decided to set Denko Saka. I still won that game, and I won the second one, and Denko Saka didn't show up at all. But I really hope it did, because it would be really funny. Free Lancia, this is more of a local's choice, because I know my friend is playing Twilight Sworn, and someone is also playing Artifact Invoked. It also really helped with. It also helps with the Frafer matchup. So yeah, Artifact Lancia is still good. Plus ABC is coming back into meta with the Strudo. One Oath Dragon inside, because I don't feel like I could main deck this, because at this current point in time, I feel like Pendulum out level 4s and such is the most important, because you have the most variety of things, and I don't feel like Pendulum in anything level 5 or higher or 3 or lower is really good right now, but this depends on future Pendulum support that we get. So I just want to play Oak Dragon at 1. Then I am playing 2 Masterpiece Outs. Gamma Seal, the Sea Turtle Kaiju. There's no point playing Interrupted Kaiju Slumber anymore, because it's at 1, so I just decided to main deck 2 Gamma Seals. Side deck even. And 1 Pendulum Call in case you ever brick. It's just really good sometimes, but the only thing is it prevents your skills from being destroyed, so that's really bad. 1 Soul Charge, because you can fill up the graveyard sometimes, and then this helps you set up a bigger board. It doesn't help you go for game per se, but it is really powerful. 2 Cosmic Cyclone for matchup. Actually, 2 Cosmic Cyclone and 2 Twin Twisters, depending on your matchup, because sometimes you want to destroy 2 spell traps, or sometimes you want to banish them. So it's really dependent on what your matchup is against. So anyway, guys, that was my Pendulum Magician with the new ban list effect. Deck profile. I'm really happy with the way the deck is currently, especially the main deck. The extra deck is kind of dependable, because there isn't as much. There's actually far more space than I ever thought there were, because it used to be I couldn't fit anything else into the deck, but now with the new balance, it feels like I might try this card, might tech in this card. So extra deck is up to personal preference, actually, because you don't actually go into much. Utopian Lightning might be necessary. Tornado Dragons, definitely. Ignister, Cyframe Lord Omega, which is only like a 5er right now. But some of the cards in the extra deck are actually not as playable or usable because of links. You're more so using your extra monster zone to use your pendulums. So anyways, if you enjoyed this deck profile, please give a thumbs up and subscribe for more in the future, because I will keep on playing this deck and it is going to keep on getting upgraded. But anyways, this is Red Eye Stardust Dragon, out.